Good morning, treasurers. This is your host, Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Fintech, and you are listening to Night Snippet. In the international market, US Treasury yields rose Wednesday, but were off the highs as traders contended with a sell-off in longer-dated government bonds and worries around inflationary pressures. Federal Chairman Jerome Powell reiterated to Congress on Wednesday that he would clearly communicate when the central bank would consider tapering its asset purchases. But traders continued to push long-term rates higher, a move analysts attribute to a recognition that the Federal Reserve has less control of bonds with extended maturities. Hence, 30-year maturity is still rising, whereas 10-year is almost contained after touching 142 on an intraday basis. The US 10-year closed at 137 percentage points and 30-year closed at 2.24 percentage points. German 10-year bonds are now trading at minus 0.30 percentage points. In the crude oil market, OPEC Plus is set to meet on March 4th, where it will discuss raising output as much as 500,000 barrels per day starting in April. And as we know, Saudi will try to avoid this increased oil productions. Just to remind you that OPEC Plus members are currently suppressing the oil production by more than 7 million barrels per day, with oil prices now on the rise and markets getting the idea that the market could be tightening. OPEC Plus may consider easing the production cuts. Crude currently is trading at $67.23 per barrel. Short-term range for crude is 65 to 68. Night research $70 per barrel target is about to get achieved. In the currency market, dollar index or DXY is at 90.11. DXY has managed to stay above 90 for 2 days. DXY's today's range seems to be 89.95 to 90.35. USDCNY or Chinese yuan is trading in a very narrow range at 645. USDINR with a low of 72.26 closed at 72.35 on Wednesday. If we look at last 3 days lows of 72.29, 72.31, 72.26, we can infer that 72.30 offers a very strong support. USD-INR range is 72.30 to 72.60. In the domestic market, government bond prices ended higher yesterday as market participants were hopeful that the Reserve Bank of India would announce more rounds of OMOs to anchor bond yields. RBI has already announced Rs 10,000 crore OMO on 25th February, which is today, and 15,000 crore OMO on 4th of March. A total of 25,000 crore OMOs have been announced so far. Market prices would open higher today on Thursday, and today's cutoffs for OMOs will lend a clue on the near-term yields. We at Night Research still feel that by March 2021, the 585 GS 2030 would hover around 610 to 615 at max, and RBI will make sure to contain the yield surge before the financial year closings. 515 GS 2025 closed at 569 versus 572 the previous trading day. 585 GS 2030 closed at 615 versus 617 the previous trading day. Hence, we have seen 2 to 3 basis points improvements yesterday, and that will continue today as well. As we had mentioned a couple of days back, that few of the traders have now already started taking some small trading positions on the hope that RBI's stronger intervention will come. And in the form of OMOs, it seems RBI is taking actions to arrest the yield surge. The broader range for 585 GS 2030 today is 611 to 616. 515 GS 2025 at 569 still looks attractive for us for another 7 to 10 basis points gain. Do remember that we liked 515 GS 2025 from 576 levels, which is already 7 basis points in the money. Night research will be available with OMO cutoffs by 10:40 a.m. That's it for today. You were listening to Night Snippets with Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Fintech. See you tomorrow with the new episode of Night Snippets.